Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Uh, how are you? Maybe you are in a good condition because you have less activities. Yeah. You just stay at home doing some lessons, maybe some assignment. But I hope you all get a better condition than yesterday because we are in the pandemic COVID-19. So I hope you all and have a prayer for you that you have a good condition to follow this lesson. So today we are going to learn about so that and such that. As you know, as I've taught you in the previous lesson, that so that and such that is an emphasizing for that sentences. So this is the next lesson about so that and such that. So we are going to learn this one deeply. Okay, so and such that are used to express a consequence. So is such are used to express a consequence. If you do something and you always have a consequence, so we are going to use so and such. Yeah. For example, this coffee is so hot that I cannot drink it. Yeah. This coffee is so hot that I cannot drink it. Yeah. This is what I mean consequence. Consequence of the coffee is so hot, so I cannot drink it. So the coffee is so hot that I cannot drink it. Yeah. So for example, another example, it was such a beautiful day that we decided to go to the beach. Yeah. It's because a beautiful day and I decided to go to the beach. Yeah. So that's a consequence of that something happened. Okay, next. So, okay, for the formula, so for the answer of the previous question for you also is always followed by adjective or adverb and plus that. So is paired with adjective or adverb. Yeah, so you have to know adjective first and adverb first. Yeah. Next. Okay, this book was so boring that I couldn't finish it. This book was so boring that I couldn't finish it. Yeah, because the book is so boring, so I couldn't finish it. I didn't have an interest to finish the book. So that's consequence of the book because the book is so boring. Okay, next. She was so tired that she fell asleep. She was so tired that she fell asleep in the armchair. The consequence of she was so tired, so it's gonna be she fell asleep in the armchair. So and such here is as consequence. Yeah. So that and such that. So remember, so is followed by adjective and adverb. Yeah. Next, this tea is so good that I have another cup. Yeah, because the tea is good and has consequence, and I'll have another cup, so I'll drink it because the tea is so good. It has a consequence. Yeah, it has a consequence that I'll have another cup. Yeah, get additional a cup of tea. Yeah. And then next, he speaks so fast that I can't understand him. For example, I speak so fastly and that you don't understand what I say. Yeah. So fast here is an adjective. Yeah. Fast here is adjective. Yeah. He speaks so fast that I can't understand him because of he or me speak so fast, you don't understand. You don't understand. That's the consequence. You don't understand. Okay, next. My friend walked so quickly that I couldn't keep up with him. Okay, my friend here walked so quickly that I couldn't keep up with him. So, is that still adjective? No. Quickly here is an adverb because it ended with y. Yeah, it ended by y. So here, my friends walked so quickly that I couldn't keep up with him. It's the form of so followed by adverb. Yeah, quickly, dengan cepat. Okay, my friend walked so quickly that I couldn't keep up with him because my friends walked so fastly. So the consequence, I cannot keep up, or I can't follow, or I can get along with him. Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay, you can also use so much or so many, noun plus that. So much, so many, and etc. You have to make it suitable with the noun. Yeah, it is uncountable noun or uncountable noun. Yeah. So much is followed by uncountable noun, and many is followed by uncountable noun. For example, there were so many people smoking in the room that I had to leave. Why so many, not so much? Yeah. There were so many people because people is included to the countable noun. Because people is included to countable noun, so it must be there is many. Yeah. If you put so much people, no, it's incorrect. Yeah, that's wrong. Okay, there were so many people smoking in the room that I had to leave. Because so many people smoking in the room, the consequence is I left the room. Yeah. Next. Monica asked us to do so much homework that I fell asleep in the books. Maybe Monica's here is a teacher. Yeah. Monica asked us to do so much homework. Why this is we must put much after seeing homework, because homework is uncountable noun. We cannot count the homework. Yeah. Okay. Get it? Okay, that's good. And then such. Okay. We're going to learn about such here after the so. Yeah. Such the formulas or the pattern is such plus adjective countable noun sing that. Yeah. That countable noun singular. It means singular. Yeah. Such plus adjective uncountable noun plus plural noun that. Yeah. So there's two patterns that we have to use, and using such that. Okay, next. It was such a foggy day that we couldn't see the road. Why, mister? This foggy is adjective, or foggy is adverb. Why we have to use such in here? Yeah, it was such a foggy day that we couldn't see the road. Because foggy day is adjective plus noun. Adjective plus noun, it must be there is such. Yeah, so the parent consequence is such. Yeah, foggy day. It's a adjective plus noun. Yeah, because it was such a foggy day that we couldn't see the road. Yeah, so the consequence is we couldn't see the road. Okay, it's such a good film that I watched it 3 times. Such a good film. Good film, as we know, good here as an adjective, because it's followed by noun. It's gonna be using such, not so. Yeah, it's so weird when we use so here. It's so good film that I watched 3 times. No, it's not. It's not correct. It's incorrect. That's wrong. Yeah. So we are going to use such a good film that I have watched it 3 times. Okay. Because it's adjective plus noun. So you have to remember is so plus if so that so is plus adjective. So plus adjective or adverb. Yeah. Such plus adjective plus noun. Yeah. Such is adjective plus noun. So you have to remember this one. Okay, next. Okay, it was such a big breakfast. Big is also adjective. Yeah. Breakfast is a noun. Yeah. It was such a big breakfast that I didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day. Yeah. Because there's so many food in the table, so and then I ate a lot of them and I didn't eat anything for the rest of the day. So the rest of the day I didn't eat anything because I have a lot of breakfast. I have a lot of food. I eat a lot of food in the morning. Yeah. So I'm still full. Yeah. Okay. Next. Okay. Next. It was such horrible weather that we spent the whole day at home. Yeah. It's like we get right now. It's gonna be horrible weather. It's gonna be horrible condition. So we are using such horrible weather that we spend the whole day at home. So we spend a whole day at home. Yeah. It was such a horrible pandemic. It was such a horrible condition right now that we spend the whole day at home. Like we do right now. Like you do right now. You just stay at home. It's gonna be such because this is also adjective and also noun. Yeah, also noun. Okay, next. Okay, he gave such a horrible balls as a birthday present that I threw them away. Okay, this is horrible. I think so. I agree with him that he gave such a horrible gold balls as a birthday present that I threw them away. So I will maybe for me I will keep it in my special cupboard because this is it's not horrible because for me this is a unique boat. Yeah, unique boat. Next. Okay, maybe you read a lot of story, a lot of novel, a lot of book, a lot of article, or seeing some movie or film. Maybe you can express that that film that's not to make it you interest at all. You can make it like this one. Okay, it was such a story that we didn't believe it in it. Story. Here, story. You know, story is here adjective and also noun. So just remember, if you get a adjective and plus noun, you got such. So you are using such. You must using such. Yeah. You must using such. Yeah. Okay. It was such a story that we didn't believe it. Yeah. So I'm here. I'll tell you again that we have to remember that so is followed by adjective and also adverb, and also the such is followed adjective plus noun. That's the difference between both of them. Yeah, that's the difference between both of them. Next. Okay, quiz time. Combine the sentences using so, that, or such that. So we have to make it being so that and such that. The sentences is the car was expensive, we couldn't buy it. Okay, the sentences there are two clauses. Yeah, there are two clauses or phrase. So the car was expensive, we couldn't buy it. How we make it to be so that and such that? Yeah, because the sentences is the same. It's depend you are to using so or such that. Yeah, it's depend on your phone. So let's go. Okay, the first form. Okay, the first form, from that example or that quiz, we are going to make it to be so that. Yeah. Okay, the car was so expensive that we couldn't buy it. So we can make it to be so that. Yeah. With this form. Okay, the car so expensive that we couldn't buy it. So expensive is emphasizing, yeah, as emphasizing, as a stressing for the expensive. It means that so expensive we cannot buy it. Yeah. Okay, and then how it's gonna be such that. Okay, let's see. Okay, it was such an expensive car. Yeah, so this is the difference from the previous one. Yeah, there's such an expensive, but it mentioned the car. If we using so, we doesn't mention the car. It was so expensive so that we couldn't buy it. Or the car was so expensive that we couldn't buy it. It's different with the such an because we just mentioned the pronoun. Yeah, the pronoun. Yeah. The pronoun of the car. It was such an expensive car. So we have to put the noun. It's called noun. Yeah. Noun after the adjective. If we want to use such that. Yeah. Next. Okay. Here. She worked hard. She made herself ill. Ill. It means sick. Yeah. She worked hard. She made herself ill. So how we gonna make it or change it to be so and such that? Okay. That's your assignment. Yeah. She worked hard, made herself ill. That's your assignment. Just remember, this is your assignment to change it to be so that and such that. Okay, maybe I will get you another example. Maybe this is the last example for you all. Last example for you all. Yes. The music was so loud we couldn't sleep all night. We couldn't sleep all night. Yeah. This is the sentences. Two phrases, two clause. Yeah, two clause. This is the first clause, and also this is the second clause. Okay, the music was loud. We couldn't sleep all night. How we gonna make it to be so that and such that consequence? Yeah. Okay. First, so that. Just remember, so that is followed by adjective. Just adjective or adverb. Okay. This is the rule. The music was so loud that we couldn't sleep all night. That we couldn't sleep all night. So loud. There is just so adjective. There's no noun here. There's no noun here. So we are using so. Yeah, we are using so because there's no noun here. So the music was so loud that we couldn't sleep all night. That's the consequence of that music was so loud. Yeah. Okay, next, the last one. Okay, here it was such a loud music. Yeah. We put the music after loud if we want to using such. Yeah, it was such loud music that we couldn't that we couldn't sleep all night. That we couldn't sleep all night. Okay. This is loud is adjective because it's followed by noun. It's gonna be such, yeah, such that. So that's consequence. Maybe that's all that I can tell to you all about so that and such that. If you have any question, we got any discussion and the timeline e-learning. So stay up. That's all for me. Keep your healthiness, keep a good condition, keep washing your hand after you go somewhere, and get medicine if you get sick. All the best for you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.